gift is this life? What a blessing to witness.
There's no civilization anywhere around. There's no convenience stores, no cell phone service signal, no rescue teams. It's pretty wild. What a magical world this is. This is what the soul needed. This time in the wild of Vancouver Island, it has just been epic. The wildlife, the wild coastline, the mountains, the people, the camping, just everything about it has been absolutely out of this world. Exhilarating, soul renewing. It's like what my soul needed. And you know, what I really needed was this wild time to free my spirit and move beyond the conventional lines and just explore, play, meet beautiful people. They're like magic windows as they open up and share their stories. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Got some sweat running in my eyes. Maybe we'll take a kayak day trip out to the Rugged Islands tomorrow. That's actually what they're called too, Rugged Islands. And out past the Rugged Islands is the famously remote, mysterious, wild Brooks Peninsula. This is definitely the medicine, the inner physician of my soul prescribed. And look at the view through the trees to the ocean. Ooh, and beaches. Oh my. Look at that. That's a nice protected beach near the outer coast. As I'm just exploring along and probably be paddling out there tomorrow. It has not disappointed me in any way, shape, or form. The wildlife, the wolves, the bear, the sea life, sea kayaking, the outer coastline, the mountains, this wilderness, wild feel, and giving me time to invigorate my spirit. And I've been meeting lots of beautiful people along the way. Cool. See you guys. Lose my hat here. And I feel like every step of every day is like walking through a magic doorway. You know what I mean? And like walking through a magic doorway through the jungles of time and space. And if you think about it, we live in a pretty amazing, magical universe. So that's really what we're doing, is every day walking step by step through that magical, amazing universe. And and that's what you do on these journeys. You go out and that's honestly, I think, the truth of what being the heart and soul of what being a human being is, in my mind and eyes. Be on fire, in alignment, alive, with that awareness of how magical this life is. Somewhere along the line, I think the majority of us lose that. And my goal is going to be to hang on to that, You harvest the takeaways of these kind of journeys. Harvest that magic, that medicine, because this is the medicine that the inner soul, the inner physician of my soul prescribed, right? And if you harvest that, the best of your takeaways, and you bring it back. Because when you go back to the people, you want to have that harvest with you so you can bring that medicine back to the people and they can feel it and they can know too, you know? You share your experiences generously. That's what we do. Sure, there's been challenges looming ahead and I guess looming behind as well, right? They're kind of surrounding me at the moment, but those will be for another day, saved for another day. Right now, this is the real work that needs to be done. Inner soul tending, inner fire tending, shadow tending, spirit tending, the whole deal. It's the most important work of the day right now. Yeah, that's another day. That will be another day. You know, maybe I don't have a clue. Maybe humanity is doing way better than I give it credit for. And maybe I'm the only one that's lost. Maybe I'm the only one who's gotten lost, caught up in the jungles of time and space and forgot how amazing it is to be alive, right? But I guess if that is the case, at least I'm rediscovering it. And I gotta share that with you guys. Kind of nice. You know, it just makes me reflect into this whole life experiment, right? I mean, because we come in needing to learn everything. I mean, we come with our basic set of tools, a rational thinking mind, you know, intuition, a sense of wonder, so many things like that, right? But we still have to learn everything. So everything is basically an experiment. We don't come with a written guide. So like, if all life is an experiment, then you're actually never doing anything wrong when you fail, for instance, or when we call it failing, right? We're actually doing everything right because it's all part of the learning experience, all part of the learning experiment. Because when you're experimenting, things are gonna work and things aren't gonna work. And that's just the game of life, the board game of life we're on. And so yeah, I guess I'm just kind of feeling into that, you know, that experiment. In that sense, we shouldn't be so hard on ourselves because it is all an experiment. Today's an experiment. I tried to walk this road and my knee started hurting actually. So I'm kind of limping back now, but met some cool people, saw some beautiful views, really enjoyed sharing with you guys. And I didn't know where we were going. I didn't know if I was going to run into bear or wolf or cougar or, you know, some wild mountain honey or something. I don't know, right? But yeah, you just never know. And so I'm just, like I said earlier, walking through this magic doorway, like eternally an open doorway. And yeah, so anyways, didn't know what I was gonna find. The whole day is an experiment on this board game of life, and I'm just experimenting. Nothing went wrong. And I don't know, maybe nothing went right either. Maybe it just gets to be, right? Without the judgments, without the internal critic, the inner critic judging this and that of the experience. Anyways, I'm having a great day, just to be clear, right? And so yeah, it shouldn't even really matter so much how they pan out or play out, because either way, we get information we like, or we receive feedback or information we don't like. And either way, it's positive news in our learning experience, because now we know we have that GPS coordinate on our map and we know which way to steer next time to get to aim for that, I guess, that more pleasing landmark in life. But yeah, so it's actually all really just positive feedback. Even if you don't like it, it's learning experience, right? And if you didn't have that experience or had completed that experiment, you wouldn't know. Now you know. So it's positive information to navigate through life with. Holy smokes, how did I miss that little window through the trees on the way out? Those are, again, the rugged islands, and that is the Brooks Peninsula in the background. It looks wild. So I look forward to checking that out tomorrow. Miracles never cease to amaze me. And it looks like Barry is out today. These flowers are taller than me. Keep going. Look at all these wildflowers. So beautiful. Right here we have both bear and cougar. Bear. Oop. And either cougar or wolf, but I'm kind of thinking this looks a little different than some I've seen. Hey, I'm totally on sense of wonder duty. And somebody's got to patrol this region, right? Might as well be me. And there's my nice little camp right by the ocean. This is a heck of a camp. It's a heck of a beautiful view. Check it out. Look at that. This is for my cozy little chair outside the van here. Vagabonding, an uncommon guide to the art of long-term world travel. Sounds right up my alley. Right off the bat, one of the first paragraphs is, vagabonding is about looking for adventure in normal life and normal life within adventure. That's what I like kind of refer to as like magic doorways and magic windows, opportunities, right? Everywhere. Vagabonding is an attitude, a friendly interest in people, places, and things that makes a person an explorer in the truest, most vivid sense of the word. So yeah, like greeting the synchronicities, greeting opportunities, greeting the day, you know? Yeah, true curiosity. It has always been a private choice within a society that is constantly urging us to do otherwise. And so I stand among you as one that offers a small message of hope. That first, there are always people who dare to seek on the margin of society, who are not dependent on social acceptance, not dependent on social routine, and prefer a kind of free-floating existence. That is Thomas Merton who wrote that. The world is a book, said St. Augustine, and those who do not travel read only one page. And John Muir used to say that the best way to prepare for a trip was to throw some tea and bread into an old sack and jump over the back fence. Money, of course, is still needed to survive, but time is what you need to live. Home. This has got to be one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. Buddhists believe we live our everyday lives as if inside an eggshell. Just as an unhatched chicken has few clues about what life is truly like, most of us are only vaguely aware of the greater world that surrounds us. Wow. Well, that's a good analogy. This is the edge of continents and oceans energy. Look at those clouds. That Brooks Peninsula is sexy. You just imagine the wild energy there. Oh, you got to create new words like wah, wah, to even describe this stuff. Vancouver Island, you are a seductress. I will sleep with you any time. I'm all in. Amity Calamity, she's AC, she's the high power electric girl, sparked with Leo medicine, and she's like looking at the stars and down between her toes at the earth to find the answers. And Tomasz, my brother from Czech Republic, man, I got history there too. We're both Tomaszes. Fucking A. Got an early start in the water this morning in my kayak, and what a beautiful sunrise. And what a beautiful view of the Brooks Range. Wild and majestic. Possibly one of the wildest places on the west coast. I am just heading along the main coastline of Vancouver Island, or along a stretch of coastline called Lawn Point. And I'm still more on the inside bay here. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah, what a treat this is. This calmer morning. I feel little gusts of wind wanting to start in, but still the swells are glassy and just small swells this morning. So my greatest concern is the wind and the chop. When the waves get so choppy, and or you're bucking the waves or headbutting the wind, paddling into the wind, and that takes a lot of strength. It definitely pays to get up early sometimes. I love these sunrise times when the world's so quiet. You know, people are sleeping, the winds are still laying down, and wildlife is out, prowling around more visibly often. It's the sun rising behind me. Wasn't sure if I saw him there, so I want to be quiet coming in, because you never know who you'll find tracking along those wild coastlines. This is a perfect beach to camp on. It's so close to this outer coastline, and it's completely protected, at least with the winds coming from the northeast. Was a sea otter that just popped up. Got startled and dove back down. Coming up on rugged islands. They're just off the coast just a little bit in this bay right here. I saw him yesterday from the road, and it looked pretty cool, like maybe there's an inside entry in there to a protected lagoon or something. We'll see what we find. I don't know if there's going to be a place for me to get out. It's looking pretty rugged so far. From a distance, it definitely had a different look to it, like there was a possible beach. Well, look at that. There is a little beach. Very little. I don't know. We'll kind of ease our way in there and see what it looks like. Yeah, what a beautiful morning, guys. I'm just coming back in after just a couple hour paddle out to the outer coast and coming back in from the outer coast to my camp here near Lawn Point on Vancouver Island. And yeah, it's just been an outrageously beautiful morning. So I feel like I've already had a full day and it's only like 9 a.m. Those are the days. Those are the days I love. Another sea otter just surfaced right next to my kayak and splashed and scared the crap out of me. It was just so sudden. Still early enough to make coffee and eggs. Holy crap, that well. They look good. And into a tortilla with cheese. Look at all those flowers. So cool. Hey, run on, guys. I look forward to hearing from you. What's going on in your thoughts and your minds? I want to hear your curiosities. So reach out to me. I would love to hear what's spinning in the wheels of your mind. Let me know. Yeah, bring it on. This is where I am now. That's where I was camping at Lawn Point and hiked along here, and I also drove the road along here and explored. And this morning kayaked out this way along Lawn Point Provincial Park and found some really nice beaches and nice camps in there. And it looks like there's a few more out here. And then came back and explored the rugged islands. And now I'm gonna head up this way towards Winning Cove and hopefully do some paddling out here too, some sea kayaking out here too. And that's about 18 miles, roughly. Please share this video with those whom you think it will resonate or who will enjoy it. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when new videos come out. All these things greatly help this channel gain traction and reach more people who need it. I appreciate you.